Hello everybody, my name is Eric Ramirez 101. Well, you pretty much already know me, but for those who don't know me, my name is Eric, and I'm back with my Foxy head. Now, due to some technical difficulties that I had while I was editing this video, it won't show me actually cutting the fabric into the main head shape. Um, so basically, um, So basically, it'll just show from halfway through from where I was, and as you can see, the head is taking shape. I studied the original Foxy in order to do this, and if you didn't see the first part of my video where I make the hand, then I'll put a link down in the description. Just go straight back to the first part of this series, and you'll see what I mean, because this will make no sense to you whatsoever if you do that. So as you can see, it's sort of a helmet shape, and I had to make sure that everything fit. I actually measured my head with a, what was it? I actually measured my head with a, tape measure in order to figure out how big my head is. And I'm test fitting it to make sure that it works. And if you look inside, there's these two little stud things. I don't know what they are. Those things actually push against my head inside when I'm wearing it, so that it doesn't like move around whenever I tilt my head in a robotic fashion. Let's see. And see, I had to fill in the skeletal parts, like the holes. Those parts I had to fill in with extra pieces, and that's what the scraps are for. Scraps can be good sometimes. Let's see here. Now, this took me... Now, each minute that goes by for the video is about 2 to 3 minutes in real time, so 1 minute is 2 minutes. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you can hear my voice over the music, but just deal with it. Okay, so as you can see, now I'm putting the extra pieces in, as you can see. And also, due to the amount of scraps that I had plenty of extra foam in order to build this. Let's see. So now, as you can see, I'm putting extra pieces in to make sure that when I put the fabric on, that way it won't, like, fall into the holes that I leave behind. I don't want that. And I had trouble with the fabric too, so which is why I'm going back to my local fabric store in order to get the right kind I need. So as you can see, it looks like a duck almost. And after I did this, I had to... Oh, there's my face. And as you can see, this was a little bit earlier, I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out where my eyes are. That's the one thing that I struggled with this, was trying to figure out where my eyes are supposed to go, because I need somewhere to see. Okay, now we're back to real time. So I had to find some place to put my eyes. And so you can if you'll notice, the eye holes are really big. My eyes actually sit around the lower edges of them. And the eyes for the costume sit above my eyes. So that way I have a little bit to see through. And this part right here that you see me making, that is the nose. Now, the nose was pretty hard for me to make. And I don't know what happened there. And so now I'm making the ears. Sorry that I cut off a bunch of stuff. I don't know what happened during editing. It just showed up as can't edit this video, and I couldn't add certain stuff in, so I am really sorry about that. The ears are kind of shaped like Hershey's Kisses. They're kind of teardrop shaped, and the ears are floppy, so it looks funny when he's running down the hall, which is what I'm going to be doing. Now see, that blue circle that you see at the bottom left, that is actually a plastic ball that I found in my garage, and my friend Ray, whose leg you can see in the top right, he cut it in half, and that's what we're going to spray paint to look like an eye, and we're going to cut a hole in the middle so that the lights can shine through, because I have an idea for the lights. And see, I took some extra foam and I curled it around itself, and I made it look like a tube. And I used duct tape, and I and I molded it around the ears, because I looked at Foxy and his ears, like the edges of his ears are kind of roundish. So that's what I did with this duct tape here. It was really hard to get this to work. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, I see. Let's see. Okay, so I pressed on the ears a little bit. Oh, here's a little bit later. You don't have to see that again. And I'm using the same technique for the jaw, because I looked at Foxy's jaw as well. Now the teeth I don't know how to make, so I'm gonna use either duct tape or paper to make the tape. And I know how to do this because I've been making stuff like this for years. So I'm using my model making skills for this, which is perfectly fine. Sorry that this video is kind of short, by the way. I ran out of material. I ran out of footage. And so there goes the ears. They're held in by toothpicks, literal toothpicks. And there's little cushiony things in the head, as you can see that I'm doing right now. Those actually keep the toothpicks from poking into my head and making me bleed. Sorry guys, I'll have to continue this in another video. But the ears are going on right about now. Goodbye, everybody.